Welcome back. So I have my keyboard safely away from my mic right now. Let's go.
At midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death when I'm dancing.
You get this day over and over.
Hilda,
I black out,
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
So, just one small thing, but she didn't say she was a qualified angel of death. She said she was a qualified herbalist, and then she also said people call her the angel of death. It's kind of weird that they merged those two together. Okay. So everyone else... Oh, okay, yeah, this is the one that stabbed her husband. That's the Angel of Death girl. Okay. Are we missing anyone? No. Just the assistant. I want to ask him, actually, because of the loop day stuff. Be a good place to start.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it.
No.
Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
What?
I just wanted the day to move
Wait,
forward.
who's Hannah?
I
Oh, yeah.
instantly
Oh,
regretted
never mind.
it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
That's fine. Yeah, that's your ex that died. I thought he was talking about Mariana because she had the missing clothes. I was like, what?
Pass.
Okay.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but... I don't know.
Was that just a dream of ours? It could just been a dream.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. That's even a thing. I don't know what you're talking... Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
Did you kill him? That's another motive for you to kill him. But if you did kill him, would you be so open about it? Now, what about this?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes. I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor? If you like spring, you're supposed to be optimistic and creative. Well, that explains why we're still having these sessions.
I'm pretty optimistic, actually. I don't know about creative, but...
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season,
Oh crap.
I've kept almost
Where's my
all
stuff
of her
there?
stuff as she left. That's not really. I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. Now, I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Can't up you. Sorry. Should I know something? Sorry. Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am.
What?
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back.
Okay, yeah, that just went to a weird spot.
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor? Pass. Sorry, I don't know.
It's my advice. Those two things. Actually, I think it's more the first one.
I don't know. Should I know something? Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes. Can't up you. I think fire is very primal in terms of energy. Maybe if I burn something, my days will keep rolling. Although I'm not sure you're supposed to encourage arson in these sessions, Doctor. Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach. Mind Stretch Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker. Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
Okay, so that's supposed to be advice, but I've tried. I don't know what he wants me to say.
Sorry. Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach. That's not... I don't know what you're talking. Mind stretch out. Hannah was. Mind stretch outreach arranges. I don't know what you. Mind stretch outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Sorry. I think Dr. Dekker set up Mind Stretch Outreach so that he could influence the minds of children at an early age, getting them to believe they could be anything they wanted to be. Since his death, it's been disbanded.
I mean, they can.
No more minions of Dr. Dekker.
Minions? What?
It just felt like he was growing this child army of intelligentsia.
Weird. Weird take. I mean, honestly, I believe that. I believe a kid, even not even a super talented kid, just any dedicated kid. I mean, they kind of can become anything they want. But the problem is, I think a lot of people don't have focus, and they don't. Like, I mean, I know I didn't growing up. I didn't have a focus of exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, I think if a kid can figure that out and they really dedicate themselves, I mean, they have so much time and they're doing it at a young age and they're, etc. I think they kind of can. I mean, there's obviously some limits. Like, not everyone can be like a superstar actor or whatever like that. But I mean, you could make a career in acting if you start at a young age, I mean, or whatever they want to do. I mean, I think they can. But like maybe you want to be a rock star, but instead you end up being someone that just has a job playing in a small band that works in a like a set place, but you can still do what you want with your life. I think it's harder for adults to all of a sudden like shift gears and etc. Okay, so this is going to be advice, but I don't know the wording they want. This I tried over and over.
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach. Sorry, I don't know. Can't help you.
I tried. I don't know.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. But it does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph. We walk alone without our angel. Should I know something? I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone. We walk alone without our angel. I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else? Okay, fine. I'll try. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. Just sign up to Tinder and start swiping. Maybe it's just company I'm missing. Although I don't really want any. I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge pass. I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph. That's not really something I know about. I don't know. I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day.
So that's where you work.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really.
What?
What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
I think he may, but I don't want to get on the bad side of anyone.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
What?
That's not... Should I know something? I don't know. I've got nothing. Sorry. I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossil. It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of an ocean. Pass. It was a missed call. Sorry, I don't know. It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
I don't know.
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best? Can't help you. I don't know what you...
I think he maybe already took my... Because I said fire before, and he took it as an encouragement when I was trying to ask about a question.
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time.
Well, if you got nothing, then you can burn it. It's perfect.
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Can't help you. Set fire to the rocking chair. I never like the way it moves forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the photographs would help move on better, but that also seems mean. It's like you should be able to have those and still be able to move on. Your hair is different than from yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor, and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
Okay.
Sorry.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
I thought you don't drink.
I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. It wasn't a date or anything. I noticed in our sessions that he'd been acting a little strange. He just didn't seem right. I wanted to find out what was wrong. Don't know. I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it.
Well, it's been like a week. I was kind of thinking it was a day.
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts. We went out for drinks. You know, like a breach of ethics or something. Girl doesn't ask for details. We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile. Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. It makes me feel dull by comparison. Sorry, no. I think your button's undone. I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry to cut in, Doctor.
What the hell?
I've just had a phone call from a solicitor. Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late. Well, just let me know.
Okay, she's finally here.
Hey, you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it, though. So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
I just said that.
Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum. Oh, I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him. It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did.
Confidentiality.
What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay. I said that. I literally said those exact words. I said I thought you said you didn't drink. Yeah, let's finish up that. Look. What the hell?
Clueless. Don't ask me. I don't know. No idea.
I don't know the wording you want.
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink. No idea. No idea. I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. It wasn't a date or anything. I noticed for a lot of our sessions, he would be pretty impartial. A passive listener. But towards the end, he liked interfering. Like, he wanted to push me over the edge. I'm not sure how this therapy thing works, but if you're talking to a guy who wants to jump off a cliff, don't tell him to jump. It's just an example. I'm not a guy. I don't want to jump off a cliff. I'm not sure how this therapy thing works, but if you're talking to a guy who wants to jump off a cliff, don't tell him to jump. Don't ask.
Well, that's consistent.
I'm not sure how this therapy thing works, but if you're talking to a guy who wants to jump off a cliff, don't tell him to jump.
Damn it, that's a really good question.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be. Sorry. I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful. Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now? I'm not sure how this therapy. We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of. Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink. I don't know. I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts. New doctor and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker. A hope for a cure, of course. I want to stop having blackouts. I want to be able to remember. I want you to fix me. I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker. Sorry, no. I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
I don't see anything, man. Oh, yeah.
I didn't have anything to do on Valentine's Day. I washed my hair and I walked along the beach for the whole night. It's actually true. Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely washing my hair. Do you think my hair is pretty, Doctor?
I mean, do I have to answer that? I want to say it's inappropriate for me to comment, but I can't. I don't think they're going to take that.
Clueless. Don't know.
I'm kind of interested where the story will go if I do.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, New doctor and new hope.
Alright, that one I have no
Much
idea.
better behaved than Dr. Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely... I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor, and new hope.
I thought I asked that basically. She told me she went out to drinks with him.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
Wow.
That's not good behavior, is it? I think her name was Scarlett? One of his patients, an older woman. I guess that's how he liked them. It's Scarlett with 2 T's. Pretentious.
Okay, so that's all the necessary ones. Okay. It's not going to let me green her unless I answer that hair question. I'm definitely not going to... I mean, it's rude to say it's not pretty, so alright.
It's such a mess. But thank you.
What? How does she look old?
It's a bit chilly in here. The leather's not warm either.
I mean, the only reason I'm asking for it is because I've worn out everything else I got. I think she kind of made it clear that she wasn't.
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
I mean, she said it wasn't a date when she went out.
No idea. People are quick. I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor?
No.
It sounded like an offer to me, Doctor. People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we only went out for drinks that one time. Don't ask me.
What?
Yeah, you've a button undone.
Okay.
Dr. Dekker did date his patients. Not me, I'd never agree. A drink is not a date.
That's a good question.
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since
Good.
last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Really? There's a follow-up to that?
No idea. I've danced around in my living room, but... Sorry. I don't... Doctor, I don't think our relationship has got to that point yet. I'm insecure, Doctor. Isn't it obvious?
You should follow up on that?
I just felt like I had some kind of special power. And part of me wanted to use it. And he urged me to do that. I don't want to say any more about it, not now.
Okay, is he into this Lovecraft stuff? Like Cthulhu and all that?
No idea. I'm a shape-shifting vampire werewolf. I said I didn't want to talk about it. What is it you're thinking about when you're not listening to me?
Okay. Huh. Who next? Whew. I don't know about her, man. Oh, wait, that's her. I mean, Lacey. Lacey creeps me out. See, so these have double dots as if you need to ask them, but then that makes it sound like you actually don't need to. Maybe I should get her key stuff though.
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need? You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either. That's not really...
Oh, come on.
It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah. But she said she was selling double glazing. I'm not really... That's not... I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house. I don't know. I did not. Sorry, I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. Have you been listening to me? I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house. I suppose I could tell you, but I don't have all the gossip.
Yeah, she's creepy.
No, I can't.
Okay, I don't know. Oh my god, I gotta start doing that with everyone before I forget it. That's a waste of a hint. Oh my god, my keyboard.
Keep asking, but I don't know.
What? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I forgot I missed a letter.
I was at Henley Church.
What?
They had a service that ran right up till midnight. For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, now. Do you have someone, Doctor? Do you have a love in your life? Garden club. You should come with me one night.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lovely way to meet new people.
Never. Alright, it's just not doubt, so I guess there's not a follow-up there. Oh, wait, this front thing. Okay, so Nathan.
Don't know.
You both said you're at the same church.
That sounds like something I should know.
That's not.
I'm not really sure. I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. That sounds like something. I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they? Have they? They haven't found her because that thing ate her. Or made her disappear or something. Her useless husband managed to survive unscathed, though. Don't know much about him, other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet. He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd... No. He's a weaselly little man who spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing. That's not really a question I can answer. Keep asking. What a thing to say. Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer.
Ron.
Unless...
I feel like I'm pushing her delusions. Like, who knows? Maybe she's gonna end up killing this guy.
Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think... I need to call the police. I need to call them now. But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you. Please, could you call them, Doctor?
Oh boy. I feel like we're pushing her delusions because we don't know anything about this guy. We don't know anywhere near enough to suspect him, really.
Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you. Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady? He said that I leech thoughts from people, suck 'em right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
I mean, I don't even understand how the story would help her in that situation, so I don't know what she's talking about. She's basically framing Ron right now. I mean, if that would be the case, so it's like... I'm
not really sure. Have you been listening to me? Don't know. He said that I leech thoughts from people. I suppose I could tell. He said that I leech thoughts from people. He said that I leech thoughts from people, suck 'em right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway? Sorry, I've...
Oh, come on.
I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into a, well, it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa.
So you saw a
Snake
weird
for a
shadow,
face.
and that's it?
And Agnes just fell to the floor. A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
But she's missing.
Why did you guess that, Doctor? Because I've got time on my hands. Enough time to worry and protect my neighbours with a neighbourhood watch scheme. You're wrong. But I'll remember that.
You made me guess it. My guess was you're a writer. You're the salesman. That's creepy. That'd be a lot worse. Wow, I actually greened her? I was gonna try and do that. Alright, well, I will end this video here. Until next time.